5. I was 5. In my neighborhood there was living a little bit older friends than I was. They were 5 years or 6 years older, so they were already in hockey clubs. And we were playing street hockey during the summer and during the winter. I told my mother, I was living with my mother, told my mother that I want to go to a team. And you know, kids are like, they want everything when they're young. So my mom was like, okay, we'll see, because we didn't really have that much money, and to get into a team you have to pay a little bit, and of course the practices cost and the gear cost and everything cost. So she wanted to wait for a year, and the whole year I want to go into a hockey team, and I went to a hockey team when I was 7. That's when I started in a hockey team. I was excited to come to Milwaukee, and I didn't know much. I had asked friends who had played this league, Finnish guys. I asked them what do they know about the city, and they said it's one of the better cities in the American Hockey League. So I was excited to come here, and it's been good so far. We were in our defensive zone. I was playing my regular spot in the winger, and the puck comes from the rim to my D-man on the blue line, and I think he one-touched it. He shoots a wrist shot, and I kind of come in a weird angle, and I guess my knee had to be exposed to somehow, I don't know, and it hit my knee. Instantly I fell down on the ice, and it didn't feel that weird. It felt like you get hit with the puck many times in a game, and it didn't feel anything special. So I tried to get up and start to skate again, because the pain wasn't that severe, and I thought if I just get up and start skating, it'll go away. But then I get up, and my leg was just like spaghetti. I had no control of it, and I fell back down. Doctor was there. He saw the whole thing, and he said that when I got hit with the puck, he think the kneecap split a little bit. When I tried to get up and fell back down, that's when he thinks that the kneecaps were split, because they were like way apart each other, the upper half and the lower half. So, and he gave me a lot of information, and he's been really helpful throughout the whole process, because like I said, I had like a million questions, and like some days my knee hurts and some days it's perfect, and I'm like, why is this going on? Why can't it be just perfect every day? And yeah, he's been amazing. He did a phenomenal job with the surgery too. I was taken to the surgery room, and I never had a medicine that puts you to sleep. So it was kind of funny when they gave it to me, and then I was just starting asking like a million questions again, and next thing I know I wake up and my knee is done, and they just told me that they put 2 screws in, and there's some wire going in. They're still in. They didn't put a cast on me. I thought they would. I had a brace on the knee, and I thought it was better with the brace, and that kind of protect my knee. It was locked in a position that's so my knee is straight, because they didn't want me to bend my leg at all. And then after 10 days they just called me that we're gonna start therapy, and that was kind of when things started getting better. I was here for 3 weeks of therapy, and that was the highlight of my day. In physical therapy I was doing just basic stuff. Just first we were working on my swollenness on the knee. Katie was working on the swollenness, and then we were doing some hip exercises, and pretty much all the exercises I could do without bending the knee. Katie had a huge impact on my moods, and she's a really positive person and fun to be around. It was really supportive, because like I said, I thought my career might end or whatever. she was like, "No, you're fine. You're gonna get better. You just need to work these things all right, and you're gonna be skating next season." And those were the big things that mattered, that made me feel better. I started seeing difference pretty quickly because after the surgery, my knee was locked straight. I couldn't bend it at all, and so that was one of the first things we started to do, just trying to get the knee moving again. First, we started with 0 degrees of bending, and then after first session, it was maybe 15 degrees of bending. Then after 3-4 days, it was already 30, and I was getting excited. It's a little change, but I was making progress, and that was really a big factor for my moods and feelings, and to see that I'm making progress. I guess they saw I was doing really well with the therapy, and I was making progress, and I was doing really good, and they let me go home, and that was a happy day. I actually went home on my birthday, so flying in a business class because I had to get leg room, and it was kind of fun to go home. I was in touch with Katie for a while. In the beginning, she was asking because during that time I was doing lots of trying to get my knee bending again. So she was asking about how many degrees again, and she was really onto that subject, and I just sent her pictures of my knee bended and results, and I think it worked out well. And when I returned to Milwaukee, so end of September, the knee was feeling good. I was a little bit skeptic during the summer because knee was feeling good, but I was kind of afraid to try new stuff like jumping. But as soon as I started doing jumping, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I was excited again, but when I played the first game, I was like, wow, I made it, and I was just so happy to play again. In the start of the season, I worried that I'm gonna hurt my knee again. I have to admit that I was a little worried. I was a little worried that somebody might fall on top of my leg, or I get hit by the puck again, or anything like that. So I was a little worried, but not anymore. I love this game. I always love the game. I always love to compete, always loved winning, hate losing. So I was just happy to be back. We're battling for the playoff spot right now, so every game is almost a playoff game for us. We have to win it. We battle so hard, we play hard, and I think whoever comes against us in the playoffs is going to be in trouble.